Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Outpost. Well, today's clear blue sky so far, chance of rain, but humidity is only about 80%. Beats what we were having early summer. Got 2 logs left, this one and one more. I'm going to go ahead and cut up into 1x10s for sheeting for the cabin. I'll actually have more than what I need, but that is for any miscuts that we might have. My next venture will be to cut down a couple of pines, just regular old yellow jack pines, to cut up for 2x4s for the stick framing for the outside, and we'll get to cracking on the cabin. I stopped and bought some insulation for the compost toilet to keep it warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. I've got some OSB that my sister had. I think it's 6 sheets, which is more than adequate to cover the inside, and put a sheet down on the floor so there won't be any cracks in it. And I'm going to saw this up, and then we're going to jump over there and see how much we can get done on that today. So enjoy. Well, I know this is quarters, I may have to go get the GoPro and put it up in the corner here. But anyway, what I got was some R13. It's 24 inches wide because most of this is, with the exception of where I may have framed out for a window. And then I've got some other insulation to go up here that's 3/4 of an inch thick because I put the 2x4s sideways. Anyway, but that will help to, like I said, keep it warmer in the wintertime, and it will help keep it cooler in the summertime. Because probably what I'll end up doing right here in this little corner right here is put a small propane heater that we can just turn it on and turn it off. So, yep. So let me get my knife. We'll unpack some of this and see if we can't get it put up. Well, that does it for the walls. I also took some of the small pieces what I had and stuffed in over where the eaves are right here. Actually, not the eaves, where the roof comes down and meets the top of the wall. So next I'm going to go up and get my styrofoam board. I'm going to cut some pieces and put in the top. I think what I'm going to do is turn it backwards because it will reflect the sunlight in the summer. I think that's a better idea. We have more summer than we have winter, and it would only make sense to keep this cooler in the summertime. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know if I'm going to have enough left for this. We'll see. Well, I thought I would show you guys what it looks like in here. This is going up the back wall. And I squeezed out all but about a 6x8 piece of styrofoam out of that 4x8 sheet. Well, by now you probably realize why I went with lighter colored tin on all these buildings is because the lighter it is, the less heat that it attracts. So in the summertime, the roof should stay a whole lot cooler because, you know, primarily we don't have much winter here, generally from December to February really, and it dips down into primarily the 30s, sometimes in the 20s, very seldom in the teens. So by turning that styrofoam with that silver wrap that's glued on top of it facing this way, it will also reflect any heat that actually passes through that metal. Not really worried in the winter time. It's insulated fairly well. It'll stay warm for quite a while, but it's also going to stay a whole lot cooler in the summertime. So with that door shut, just like that little house up there, if I leave the door shut in the summertime, it will keep drinks fairly cool up until about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon if you don't open the door and leave it open. So this little building should be the same way. So that'll make it nice for when you may have to go in here and use the facilities. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to whack these posts off right here. I've got some solar lamps that I'm going to mount on here. It's only going to be temporary because I'm going to have to cut the bottom off, and I don't have a hacksaw up here, but we're going to drill a hole and we're going to see what they're going to look like. Well, I'm going to have to cut that much off of there. Well, maybe not that much. Maybe that much right there. But these are solar lights, and they should keep this pathway lit till after midnight, even in the wintertime when it gets dark earlier, because I think they're 8 hours, but that's going to be quite nice. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll get some sort of solar to go for the little house to have some lights on the inside. So that will be nice. And you know, there's a possibility that if I put up a large enough panel, I could just have a little electric type heater in there. That way we just have to flip the switch and it would come on. But yeah, it's coming along real good. I didn't get out here really until lunchtime, so I didn't manage to get a whole lot done, but I hope you guys enjoyed what you have seen. Probably tomorrow I will mill up that other log, and I will probably take that OSB. I'll put some on the floor, then I'll start framing the walls and the ceiling, and I'll have that sealed in, and then we can start building the box for the compost area. And the next thing I'm going to do is cut a hole in the roof to run a flue or a small chimney in there, primarily for decoration. But I thought, you know, while I'm doing it, why don't I just run it down into the compost area, and you get it up above the ridge up there, and it will vent any possible smell that might be in there. Now, the way I'm doing this, people can't believe that there's no smell, but I've researched this, and according to what I have found, multiple websites, there's no smell the way I'm going to do it. So just stay tuned and you'll see how it's going to be done. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So guys, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me while I work up here on the Outpost compost toilet. This has been a really fun build. Like I say, I'm about to get ready to crack on with the cabin. I've got 57 1x10s out of 3 logs, and I've still got one left to do. But I'm going ahead and going to cut it up in 1x10s too, just in case I have any miscuts. But anyway, thanks again for all your support. Thanks for stopping by. I want to wish everyone a great afternoon. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you back up here at the Outpost next time.